arrived. Oh, could Margaret help me compose myself? Is my gown straight?
Now, calm, child. It's only business that they come on.
Business? My dowry on which my future happiness depends. Business?
Mr. Fletcher, he's waving at me.
Mr. Fletcher's mine, Lucinda. You've been found a husband. Away, for shame. Could Margaret come with me? I'm palpitating.
I work here, sweetheart.
I need you.
Now, I shouldn't say it, mistress, but I'd have your Lord Ferrer any day for choice. That Mr. Fletcher, he has a nose too long and eyes too close set for my liking.
I think to judge a man by outward appearance betrays a shallow mind, Hannah. But since you mention it, I shall call him Mr. Buzzard.
It's not yet 3 o'clock, sir.
I'll receive them, but delay them while I dress. Show them the family portraits, history. That'll make them happy. Oh, and see there's some wine to hand, but not in sight. Not good policy to show us overeager.
And the business. Shall we pursue it in my office, sir?
No, that's where we keep the money, where the mint is. The Great Hall.
Father! Mr. Cropper, Sir Austin and Mr. John Fletcher and their steward have even now entered the hall.
They are here before the hour, mistress.
I ask you not to challenge me, Mr. Cropper, but to do your duty in this house and go bid them welcome.
Mea culpa, daughter. It was I detained him.
Oh.
We were discussing stratagems.
Now there's emblazonment, my boy. See there the history of England, Master Mabbott. Aye.
Sir Austin, Mr. Fletcher, Master Mabbott. Sir Martin sends apology for not greeting you in person. He's been busy on estate duties all morning and has only just returned.
Aye, well, I misjudged the distance, or it were the fleet-footedness of our horses.
Please, you follow me.
I'll wait here, Father, while you conduct the business. Don't push too hard.
Crafty lawyer son of mine. I know her worth, your bride. I'll exact a fair portion.
Is Mistress Anne here, good wife?
I believe she attends her father, sir.
Commend me to her, will you? Say, I await her presence.
I will, sir.
Oh, not that one, Father. It gives you the appearance of
A country gentleman. It's what I am. Too late to change me now. To please your father-in-law. Faith, it's what he wants to be himself, is not. A London merchant turned squire and gentleman.
There's a difference between squire and...
Bumpkin? Provoke me not, daughter. I may price you so high that no young upstart London lawyer will afford you.
Well, then you'll have an old maid on your hands. See, a grey hair already.
You love this man, John Fletcher?
He is the nearest I've found to a soulmate. And I have searched long enough.
Aye. All my selections for you neatly sidestepped. I was despairing. Well, you and Lucinda soon to be gone. I shall miss you about the house. Since your mother died.
Oh, come, you must take another wife. You're not too old. I'll find you one. Meantime, there is good wife Margaret for the house, and I'll not be far away in Swinford. May I inform them that you're ready now?
If you can find me a hat.
Oh.
Oh, women, Hugh. The purgatory of men's purses.
But the paradise of their bodies, Master.
What? Who told you that? I'm speaking of daughters, my little white boy.
Sir Thomas Lacey, gallant soldier, fought at Cressy at King Edward's side, wounded in the leg and arm, but, by God's great mercy, survived to marry Lady Elizabeth Stoney, daughter of the Marquis of Derby, by whom he had 7 children.
But to think,
My father was a ship's chandler from Hull. Hey, Master Mabbott.
Ah, forgive me, sir.
My honourable friend, your steward has been entertaining us with your family history. Our family history, as I trust it shall become. You agree to Master Mabbott being present at our discussions?
Oh, I welcome him, as I trust you welcome Master Cropper, the keeper of my purse. Come, let us to business. I find this question of marriage contracts wearisome.
You have the advantage of me there, sir. I have but a single lad to dispose of.
Mr. Fletcher grows impatient, child, and I missed your poor abandoned sister.
Mr. Fletcher,
Mistress Lacey.
are you not party to the business? As a lawyer yourself,
Oh,
I
no,
thought...
the parents must have their say with so much property at stake.
Your father approves your choice?
He's overjoyed. Are you not one of the oldest families in county, lass?
But me? Does he approve of me?
Oh, I've heard no complaint. In truth, I've not discussed you with him in personal terms.
Your honesty does you credit, Mr. Fletcher. But you might have found a gentler answer.
Oh, sweet Anne. You will have to live with my bluntness. It's my heritage. But I trust you won't find me lacking in tenderness at the proper time.
I am reassured. Let us ride into the woods while they prattle. I shall arrange a picnic.
What? I came in my father's carriage.
We have a sorrel mare for you. A stout beast with speed and full of bottom. She will make a good mount. Come.
Pasties, pickles, ham, cheesecake, wine. What more do they want? I got a spousal banquet to prepare.
There's banquet enough in there, mistress. They won't need no supper after.
That one a bunkin, draw that out.
Oh, go on, out of my way, the pair of you. Off! Master don't want her festering puss squirting his dishes.
He's had worse. Saw a cockroach in a pea soup once.
If it was, it were you who put it there, you toad-bellied old bitch.
Sticks and stones, me dearie, sticks and stones. I know my worth in this house I sits in on birth and death. 'Twas I who delivered Mistress Lucinda.
And killed her mother.
Truce. And I laid her out when she went to rest her soul and got thanks from the good wife and the master himself. And didn't I cure your goiter?
Not gonna stick me with that.
Oh, now you shut your gum. Think on Robin Goodfellow, put a threepence in your purse. Out she come, pretty as a ribbon.
Here, take this out to the mistress. Go on, haste, girl. You'll bring a plague on this house one day, you old hell hag.
Mistress Lacey, free access to the house at Swinford, the house in Southwark, the residence that Mr. Inigo Jones is designing on land 8 miles south of Swinford.
I'll show you the designs later. Finely drawn in Mr. Jones's own hand.
And all other properties, present and future.
Plain speaking, Master Mabbott. Our offer?
In plain speaking, sir, we proffer as joint heir to your daughter a life annuity of £80, and in the event of widowhood, the sum of £400 a year in perpetuity, in return for a portion of £1,000.
Well, I'm obliged to concede to you, sir, the generosity of the jointure. But I confess the dowry somewhat exceeds our expectations.
What's your figure, then?
I'd put it at 800.
Ha! Would you sell your daughter short, sir?
Indeed, I would not. And I take that to be a scurrilous comment, sir, unworthy of a gentleman.
I know it's 1,000 you're paying the Earl of Walmer, Sir Martin, for the child bride.
That is a private matter.
Nobility costs more than trade, does it?
I do most strongly protest.
You must forgive my lack of manners, sir. You have to take me as you find me.
Were it not for my daughter's happiness, sir, I should ask you to remove yourself.
Aye, let's not forget the young ones.
It is for precisely the reason you harped upon, that I have just settled a portion upon my youngest daughter, that I find myself in straitened circumstances. If you're under the illusion you're dealing with a wealthy man...
I see no evidence of penury.
No more do I. Thank you, Mabbott. I see a man for all his trappings, much like myself. Enjoys a little cut and thrust.
850.
Now we're quibbling.
My master had to mortgage property in Herefordshire.
850, sir, which I consider to be a fair portion for a young gentlewoman of 24 to wed an unschooled lawyer.
You hold at that?
Hold fast, sir. That's my final mark.
Come, Mabbott, gather up. Let us waste no more of this gentleman's time. Shall it be thou inform the young ones, or I, Sir Martin?
My belly and my soul both rest content in this jewel of a place.
Those pasties were indeed a treat. And as for my soul, it hums a little tune.
Not a full chorus in my presence. Why do you tease me so? You love me. Why not say so?
You know I love you. But should we not guard against excessive rapture? At least until we wed. At our age.
Why so at our age? Is all passion spent at our age? You are marrying a woman of passion. My lord and master, all will be well between us.
All will be well, I promise. I've left instructions with my father.
And if they should mislay, since you have so completely claimed my heart, must you not, sir, out of honor, elope with me?
Devious woman. If you invoke my honor, then I'm obliged to.
2 weddings, the expense of church and banquet, the guests, the village. The king himself drains my purse with his ship money.
Aye, the king.
I'm stung all round. I'm not playing city games, sir. I'm under siege.
The king bites into my apples too.
But you have ships, cargoes, that need protection from the Barbary pirates. I'm near 100 miles from any port, sir.
Come, we're men of affairs, sir. The king takes not our money for ships, but to levy soldiers for his war against the Irish and the Scots, without consent of Parliament.
Oh, come, we stray from the point. I've declared my state. Would you have me sell my land for a mere £200? What's that to you? Mr. Inigo Jones is building you a great house. What is our quarrel about?
I'll speak plain. As your neighbour and fellow justice, sir, how would my standing be if word got round that my son's wife came cheaper than the wife of the young Lord Ferrer?
So, that's the issue. God of mercy. You've the privilege of marrying into history, sir.
And you of marrying into wealth, Sir Martin. All the treasure of the Indies. My son, I grant you, is still a fledgling at the Inns of Court, but he's a shrewd brain, sharper than mine in some matters. He'll be standing for Parliament.
If there ever be a Parliament again.
The king'll call it back, he surely must. And when I'm dead, my son will make your daughter 10 times richer than any noble sprout could dream of. Nobility and wealth and a cosseted old age, and you stick on a mere £200. My friend, I have a proposal to put you. You know what I'm about. I'm too clumsy to disguise it, or too honest. I wish to be a gentleman like yourself, sir. I wasn't born to it, I freely confess. But you'd be giving the proud son of a poor Yorkshire chandler a leg up in the world. And in return, I'd put you to rights in the world of commerce. I'll place that £1,000 in my company, no delays, for you to share me profits, eh? Thus knitting us in pragmatic style. As for the marriage, I'll have my ships at Bristol unloading as many barrels of Spanish wine from Cadiz as you and your guests and the village can fill their bellies with.
Spanish wine?
Oh, shivering. What is it?
I thought I heard my brother's voice.
But Tom, that's impossible. He's in The Hague, a soldier for the Protestant cause.
I wrote him of our marriage. Bade him return. I've had no reply. Will he abandon the war to see his sister wed?
As I know Tom, nothing will prevent him see his twin wed his old friend.
I say so too. For an instant, I felt a chill in the breeze. Frightened me.
Come. Let's return and see what God and our fathers have bestowed on us.
Under these terms do I, Sir Martin Lacy, and I, Sir Austin Fletcher, receive the spousals of John Archibald Fletcher and Anne Elizabeth Lacy on this 15th day of May, Anno Domini 1640. Do you say, I do take this woman to be my wife?
I do take this woman to be my wife.
And do you say?
I do take this man to be my husband.
Per verba de futuro. These vows to be sanctified on a day to be appointed in a holy church of Christ after public proclamation on 3 successive Sundays. Witnessed this day by I, Nathaniel Hemsworth Cropper.
And I, Frederick Arthur Edmund Mabbott.
Do now declare these spousals legal and binding. Per verba de futuro.
Per verba
The point
de
is
futuro.
securely made, gentlemen. Bring us some wine before we die of thirst.
Your humble and most obedient daughter, sir.
How did one so fair escape the net of matrimony so long?
A stubborn will, inherited from her mother.
Your humble servant, sir.
Aye, you take care of her.
Dearest, most honorable father. It wasn't so difficult to barter me.
No, but it might assist the patriarchal purse if you and your sister were to wear the same wedding garments.
Oh, shame, sir. What a thing.
Merely jest.
Most excellent. Rhenish?
From a vineyard near the Loire, sir. From a French nobleman, the Baron Guy de Montelan, friend of the family.
I have a most excellent thought. What say we to a double wedding? Kill off the 2 birds with the 1 shot, sir.
Most happy thought, sir, if that were possible, but I fear we should have to knock down our humble church and build a cathedral to house the event. Attune, Hugh.
No one on the gallows, Will. Is my father gone soft? Shall we see your father in the forge?
Oh, no doubt of it, master.
The devil shifts a lot in 3 years, Will.
Not old Matthew Saltmarsh.
God!
Father! Will! Will, my boy! Home! Mr. Tom, sir. Home from the battle. God spared you both.
Limping home, Matthew. It was never thus with Caesar.
And I was my little brother.
What's with you? Been in the stocks.
He got drunk at the May Day dance, called the parson a papist pig, and then he blathered out against the bishops and the king.
Against the king? Now there's some mischief. You deserved your punishment.
Why you do that for, Addlehead? Oh, was it Sir Martin put you in the stocks?
No, the Archdeacon's court.
Come, Will. We spoil our homecoming for a clodpole brother.
He's had some education since you've been gone. Them travelling Puritans, they come, they teach, and they shift off fast. Will! Coming, master. Good to have you home, boy. Up.
Nearly finished.
How does it look?
Oh, it's good.
And the back?
Tom! Oh, mercy!
Be
dearest
mindful of my wounds.
Wounds?
scurvy Spanish papist pinked me in the side, still a trifle ticklish.
Where?
Scars are good adornment for a soldier. Oh, come let me feast on you wondrous beauties. Now, this one I know for my twin. But who's this? I left behind a child. Now I see before me a pale, pink-petaled rose at height of bloom.
Speaks like a lover.
From much practice, as I warrant.
In a battlefield.
Were there no pauses? What have you done with my compliment, brother dear? Left it in your baggage?
My baggage follows on with wedding gifts and trophies. For your compliment, sister dear, let me say that taking on a husband has found your complexion much as I left it. Scarcely a day changed. Will that satisfy?
Since both of us are passing youthful bloom, I say, I hope my husband satisfies me better.
And what's this other wedding I hear tell of? To the young Lord Ferrer.
The contract is agreed?
But not sealed.
Soon? We are expecting the Earl of Walmer's steward and his lordship any day for spousals.
And this is he who's captured your heart. Most handsome gallant. Excellent catch, both. De Lacy's rise in the world. For do I not remember that John's father is substantial?
Both in paunch and purse.
Shame that you should paint him so.
Oh, sisters, no brangling. Come, where's the fatted calf, Or at least a flagon of October to quench a soldier's thirst. And where's father? I must pay my dues to him.
He's at the stables. I'll put orders into the kitchen and I'll send a messenger to John to come and dine with us. Dearest Tom. I knew you wouldn't fail us.
My lady countess. You happy?
I've known my lord for but a short time. I shall count my blessings if I come to love him. But at this moment, he's a stranger to me.
Dear little sister, most husbands are strangers to their wives. Do remain so all their married days. It's considered beneficial to both parties. Good day.
Oh, Master Tom. Oh, we had no news.
Well, it seemed quicker to come myself, good wife, than send a letter.
Oh, let me give you a big kiss, my boy.
Oh.
Oh, what a traveller returned. Your father will be so pleased.
My father's well, I hear.
He's well enough. Given to bad humours. Oh, bite my tongue. He blames us women for it.
He's probably right.
No, I say it's England. There's something wrong. It's to do with the taxes and the bishops and all these weddings now. Well, nothing's changed. That
doesn't have to change by me.
Lady comes.
Your most humble and obedient servant, sir.
Almighty God, Father of all mercies, we yield thee praise and thanksgiving for the safe return and deliverance from his enemies of this my son Thomas. We beseech thee still to continue in such mercies towards us, that all the world may know that thou art the Savior and the mighty deliverer. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Beloved sister, leave us, Will. Throw me a towel.
You have grown immodest, brother.
My God, you've seen it all before. Margaret had us prancing naked until we were 12 or more.
But since such parts were hidden, to save my maiden's blushes.
Well, they'll be uncovered in a day or two, I trust. There's no harm in reminding you.
Oh, a soldier's life has made you quite uncouth, Tom Lacey.
I hope a bookman's life will not deny you the pleasures of the flesh.
Tom! Your wound! It is deep.
'Twas within an inch of my mortal end.
Oh.
I was most damnably fortunate. So, you're to become wife to John Fletcher.
Pleases you?
Puzzles me. You've known him 7 years. He could have plucked you in your bloom. Is it a love match, or were you bundled to it by our anxious father?
Shame on you. I believe I am in love.
Does he love you? It's a canny catch for the Fletchers.
I am not a pawn in the Fletcher's advancement or anyone's.
Then all is well. You are in love, both.
I knew you'd face me with this. You are a beast.
I read you, even when I'm far away. It's nature's trick with twins.
And I read you. I hear you sometimes, whispering.
Words of caution?
Yes.
I'm most probably drunk.
Most probably. I ignore you in the main. Have you something against my husband?
Nothing much. I like him. As a man likes his opposite. I could never settle to books at Oxford. He often did my work.
While you taught him games.
I drew him to a certain appreciation of the game, which otherwise his nature, I think, would have denied him.
Well, perhaps that's why I grew fond of him. He has some of your mischief, which I enjoy, and a seriousness and a serenity, which I admire.
Then, unlike your half-completed brother, you've got yourself a man.
Young Lord Farragut stammer, so I heard. That young un will never get his vows out. Mr. Sucinder will be white-haired before he'll better.
He's got no stammer, you prattling old scab. Where did you learn that? It's the king got a stammer, not Lord Ferrer.
The king?
Why can't you give a hand with this dish of port, woman? Put dates on it and stop gabbling.
King Charles. Artichoke could cure it. Rub it on his throat and... Oh, if not, then put a pebble in his gums and then... Ah! Oh, you devil, you...
Old Nicky's self, old Minty. Well, I never thought to see you breathing still. You got herbs that keep you ticking.
I'll outstay you and...
Ah, give us a kiss, you old blister.
Kiss you, Will Saltmarsh. I'd rather kiss a cowpat.
Oh, you luscious beauty. How I dreamed of you on eve of battle. Well, who's this beauty? Will Saltmarsh, ma'am, at your command. A soldier for the Protestant cause.
Honoured, sir.
Don't call him sir. Call him Master Cowpat.
Your widow'd serve you well at court, Minty. Who was she?
Anna? Oh, the mistress brought her back from London. She's an orphan.
London, eh? Better and better.
She won't have you. Walter Jackman. He's her fancy soldier.
Old lanky Jackman.
Bailiff and headkeeper since his father died, so you ain't got a farthing else, John.
Here, take that. They're waiting.
I'm no servant, ma'am. I'm a gamecock now, man of metal.
You let that go cold and I'll butcher you, gamecock.
The prime duty of a wife, as I perceive it, is subjection and obedience. Call your husband Lord and serve him as resolutely as you would Christ himself. Yes, child?
You mean you would have us lie like a spaniel at our husband's feet?
A spaniel?
A woman, a spaniel, a walnut tree. The harder you beat them, the better they be.
I think, Mr. Butterworth, what my sister means is that you would not have us surrender all our liberty and become man's slave.
Slave? Oh, by no means, child. That word is not used of wives in the Bible.
We are slaves in law, sir.
You mistake my meaning, ladies. I stress only the need for vigilance. Your husband is controller of your fate. The solemnization of holy matrimony commits you to the sacred duty to love, honor, and obey. Mr. Fletcher, sir?
Forgive this interruption. I wish a private word with Mistress Anne on another matter.
By all means, Mr. Fletcher. Come, child.
What is it, John?
Trappings of this church. Vestments, ornaments, painted glass above the altar. Well, does it not smack of Rome to you?
Rome?
Babylonish, even. Oh, it's a growing mood, I feel. Our own Archbishop Lord and a Catholic Queen. Anne, we're being drawn into the clutch of Rome, don't you sense it?
You would have me call you Puritan?
I would wish for less pomp and ceremony at our wedding.
My love, I would honor all your wishes and remove everything that offends you. But for my father... John, our family has worshipped here since King Henry's time with no thought of Rome.
I stand rebuked. Let it be as the majority will have it.
Spoken like a true parliamentarian.
Sir John Dacres, Mistress Lucinda here, sir, next to Master Tom. Sir Austin beside you here. The bride on your left, then the bridegroom, Lady Radnor.
Have we no better forks?
Forks? There'd be few privileged enough to have forks at all, my girl. There'd be none to match them in the merchant's house, I warrant.
Forgive me, Father. I had no idea of your attachment to them.
Sir, it's from the Earl of Walmer. The young Lord Ferrar comes here with the Earl's steward to pay court to Mistress Lucinda and conclude the marriage contract.
Dear God, they'll be here within 2 hours.
They cannot come now. They spoil my preparations.
There's not one wedding enough in a week.
I am willing to delay, Father.
It's an intolerable intrusion. Keep them away, Cropper.
It's the Earl of Walmer, sir. I fear we shall offend.
Have they no thought for me?
Please, Father, for Anne's sake, send them away.
Cropper's right. We shall offend. Margaret, take Lucinda upstairs. Make her presentable.
Come, child.
'Tis lucky you have but 2 daughters, Father.
Now, don't move, child. I'll fetch your gown.
Defy her father, disobedient child. I'll have her whipped. I'll never own her again.
She ruins my wedding.
She's a reprobate.
Aye, you can blame yourself for that, good wife. Did I not entrust her to your care when her mother died?
What? So it falls on me, like all that passes in this house. Without a wife, you pick on me. I'll not take your blows. You should have taken second wife to guide her. Your father is a monster to accuse me.
What am I to do with these women? They plague me, Hugh.
Your servant, sir.
Ah, Tom. Your sister's run away. Find Walter Jackman. Search out every inch of parkland and beyond. I'll have the wanton back if I have to drag her by the throat. Madam, come, Hugh.
Come, Lord.
Cropper. Someone in this household must know her whereabouts, or why she's acted thus. Question the servants. Come, Will. The stables.
None of you? The punishment for lies will be a flogging and dismissal. Return to your duties.
Devil took her off.
Never. What you look like?
Brown jacket, little black hat. He offered her 10 shilling for her immortal soul, took it, went off without paying.
He keeps company with crazed old women. That I know. Rachel, chop them onions.
Took Priscilla's soul, Priscilla of Dunwich. And Maggie Dutchels. Maggie, will you be my servant? Told her to call him John.
Don't sign that way, Master. Was the horse missing?
None. We counted. Keep searching, Jackman.
Yes, sir.
beg you, my lord, proceed no further for your own safety. We have sickness in the house.
What form of sickness?
We fear it may be pox.
My bride?
She's in perfect health, my lord. The victim is a kitchen maid. Sir Martin regrets your wasted journey and will send word to the Earl as soon as the circumstances permit.
Commend me to the fair Lucinda. Say I shall return.
I will, my lord. Godspeed.
Picnic this time of night.
Lucinda?
Brother?
I come as a friend.
Hannah betrayed me.
No, it was chance. I bring you warmth. This is a chilly place among our ancestors.
Whom I shall presently join.
Foolish talk.
I'd rather be found dead beneath the altar than be brought dead to it with one I do not love.
Oh, gentle now, gentle.
Oh, brother, I'm afraid. Good Margaret says, be always with your hourglass in your hand, measuring out your little span. It isn't death that I fear, but that I shall go to hell, my sins not pardoned. Tom, will you pardon me?
I fear it would carry little weight with the Almighty. But I'll pardon you on earth if you'll confess to me the reason.
But you will take me back. It is your duty to. If you do, you kill me as surely as you'd pierce me with your sword. Well, there. So do it now.
I've seen enough of death. You must find another executioner. Besides, we have scarcely spoken since I returned. Now, this husband, whom you do not love, how came you by him?
I met him at a masque not 6 weeks gone. Love me? Why, he could not even see me in my visit. Within 2 days, Father asked me if I found him agreeable. I said politely yes, as I would of many.
And on that slender thread?
I'm informed of the contract, measured for new gowns, primped, and told me how it consists with my interest to become one day the Countess of Walmer.
He aroused in you not one tiny spark?
I'd rather take a dozen from the village than bed with him.
Well, there's spirit, woman. If not prudence. Well said, lusty lass.
In truth, there is no lust in me. I'm not a woman yet.
It behoves young girls to grow and shed their dreams and obey their parents.
And was it so for Anne, whose every suitor she disdained, nipping the attraction in the bud, while I am bartered like a prize animal at a fair? You're no friend to me. You speak with a father's voice.
We are all but chattels of our parents, for them to dispose of us how they wish. You plead a solid case. I would plead it with you. But I fear it founders on necessity. And skulking here in a fit of the sullens, this leads not to liberty, but to shame on all of us, and the lash for you.
Then, lead me to my fate, my death, for I have no wish to live in chains.
Lucinda, this is a day for rejoicing.
Brother, I'm not feigning. I'm sick in the belly. Leave me here. Say you have not found me.
They know you're here.
I'm ill. Oh, support me, pray.
selfish little devil. Have you no thought for your poor sister? Get up. Here. Sponge your face. Into your bridesmaid's gown now. Haste! They wait upon you.
My Lord Ferrer.
Gone. Never likely to return. You're a pestilence to him. And to all of us.
Please, Guardian, don't chide. That's my father's right.
He's got no time for you, you wicked child.
I'm his daughter, too. Where's Hannah? I wish her to attend to me.
Think not to see her again.
She's not to blame.
Are you the judge of that? You will attend church. Straight after to your chamber here, locked in. To await your punishment, my girl.
Silence for grace.
Benedict nos et haec tua dona, quae delagitate tua summus sumptori. Per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen.
Amen.
Now, we all serves in this house, and you were a silly wench.
What makes you so glum? The loss of a daughter or the state of England, friend? I say, if the king were here now to witness this...
And drink your Spanish wine.
Not that vinegary, is it? No, I say, in places such as this, the heart of England with Spanish wine, a smattering of law, of gallantry, and well-born beauty, there's not much amiss that I can say. And I'm not often wrong, sir.
Gloves? From Woodstock?
Proof of my virtue, brother.
I've guarded you for 24 years. Now I must relinquish you. Cherish the lawyer. We may need him if Lord Walmer sets about us.
Lucinda will not marry.
Not of her own free choice.
Oh, Tom. Look after her when I'm gone.
I leave you in safe hands. Good night. Honorable father.
Chivalrous brother.
Marriage is a heavy step for a light young foot, sir.
Do you defend her conduct?
I defend her courage, sir. Her youth.
Am I pardoned, Father?
You are. You took your punishment well. Like a Lacey. I'm proud of you.
And I need not marry my lord now.
You need not marry. Drink. It's best Rhenish. Well, at least one of them played by the rules. We've lost nobility and gained a lawyer. Profit and loss. Oh, what a day. If our children start defying us, what hope is there for the country in these times? Your mother was but 17 when I married her.
I drink a toast to Mr. and Mrs. John Fletcher, to you, sir, and to me, to family unity, and the continued happiness of this most blessed household.